So talking a little bit about our gear, when you were obviously the first stuff that you kind of started using and came across was some of the wireless kits and some of the floor tuners that we did. I think that was the first thing that kind of caught your eye with Nuix and the stuff that you started using. And more later, so the B8, the Pro wireless kit, when we stepped up to that. And then even more recently, you've had a chance to play through some of the effects and kind of some of the single stomp boxes in the core range.
Yeah, I have. So, in this day and age, even though, I'm 61 and people go, yeah, that old bugger, but my mind isn't 61 and my heart isn't. I'm always thinking about, like today, I'm thinking about content creation. So my biggest problem is being, and it's probably the same problem for a lot of people, is being in a small space. And you've got too many cables to trip over. You've got a very small space, and you don't want tripods. You're trying to put a microphone on a stand and things, and you've got these tripod legs taking up all the room. So cables and stands, I'll be buying round bass microphone stands with heavy basses. They take up very little space, and I'll be using wireless systems. Because I need no wires, I need something in my ears so that I can hear what I'm doing. I need something, the guitar needs to be wireless. But problem with the wireless systems has always been these compander circuits and so forth, the hiss and the noise. And when it shifted to digital, something like the B8, and also the 5 gigahertz unit.
Yeah, so I think originally you tried the RB5 and the C5, one at 2.4 gig and the one at 5.8. And you used them live for
straight away. I'm playing in bass 6 in a girl band, in a woman band, I should say. And I'm the bass player, or the token male bassist, in a band called Tuareg. And I needed, straight away, we were doing gigs and we take chances on everything because it's a post-punk garage band and Carrie is the guitarist and lead singer and I'm playing bass. I tried 2 systems out of the 5G because our set was so basic, but I needed clarity and I needed to be able to move around, mainly because we're always fighting on stage. So I need to be able to get away before she hits me with the guitar. So I tried the 5G, because I've never tried 5G systems for guitars, and I always wondered, is that going to work? Is that, is that a thing? Because obviously it's in a less crowded frequency. That's one of the main things for me. The 2.4 for me has always been, depends on how many people are in that room and sharing that frequency.
And nowadays, as technology is moving on, it's not necessarily just for band or the musicians on stage for wireless that is using that 2.4. Everyone who's just in the crowd can be everyone's jumping on some kind of wireless these days. So 5.8, you're right, is a less crowded. It's still very much in its infancy in the world of kind of...
And that was another reason, actually, if you want to jump to the end. My reason for being interested in Nuix was because I looked at the company as a whole and the manufacturing processes and the factory tour that Rob Chapman did.
Great video.
But it was a great insight. And I was just blown away, and I thought the attention to detail, even hygiene and so forth, anything that affects the manufacturing. But then I thought also about improvements, about updating, about how it moves forward, and I thought, this is how it should be. It shouldn't be like, you make a product and that's it, forget it. It's about, well, how's that product doing? How's it serving the artists? What's the feedback from the artists? And I can see that it's a company that would actually keep moving forward, keep taking on board the feedback and keep improving. And that's more about the way I am, because you can use something with, nothing's perfect. I'm not perfect. You might be perfect, Hans, I've heard.
Far from.
But
only on a Wednesday.
Only on certain days, You're not God, are you? Sorry, I'll be a Sunday. But I think it's more about that for me. It's about, can it do the job for me right now? And will it be improved in the future?
Yeah.
That's all.